What's up? This is me, Sean D. The date is April 16th, 2019. This is going to be a documentary on running a 26.2. It's a distance I've never ran before. The marathon is going to be July 28th. It's a San Francisco marathon. I signed up for a full marathon. And I have little to no motivation to even go through with running this marathon prior to today, and today I decided that I'm going to go ahead and go through with this one. This isn't my first marathon. I've ran a few half marathons. I did the Oakland Running Festival 13.1, did the Beta Breakers, got the San Francisco half marathon last year, 13.1. So this isn't my first marathon. Where the fuck is my phone at? But you know, so but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I haven't been running like I should have been lately. This week though, I started back up again. See, Sunday I ran 3 miles. Monday I ran 3. Today's Tuesday. I ran 4. Did some leg work and stuff like that. Try to wake up all my muscles and stuff like that, so that I can, wake my body back up, because I'm gonna get into the mode of running again. Let's see, right now I'm weighing in at like 186, 184, so I got a couple of months to get ready for this. Some of my obstacles are, I work a lot. I work over full time, and a lot of times when I get off work, like at 6:30, maybe 7, or later, maybe 7:30, I don't feel like running, but up until recently, it'd be dark outside because of the time change, but now it's not dark outside anymore, so I don't really have any excuses for that. But so, my plan, to keep running. Tomorrow I might take a rest day. I might just go for it. We'll see, and run again. But Saturday I want to run like 10 miles or something like that, and get my body back in that mode, because I want to pick up the pace pretty quickly, because I never ran this distance before, so I need to get ready for that. So today is Thursday, the 18th, and I just got back from the gym. I just got off work, went to the gym, and I just ran 6 miles, and I feel great. Like, I'm totally motivated. So I just ran the 10 miles, and it's kind of a struggle, but I'm back in the game now. So now the training can begin. I'm just eating one of these GU energy gels. This is French toast flavor. But so back in the game. 10 miles. It was kind of a struggle. You can see from these I don't know if you can see that. He was in fastest pace, 9 minutes, 1 second. Towards the end, you know, I was getting up there like 10 minutes. It was, you know, but watch, you'll see the improvement. So I just got back from the gym. I ran a total of 6 miles on the treadmill, and so the plan is to, for the rest of the month of April, continue running on treadmill 5 days a week at gym, and get my conditioning up, you know, do variable speeds, and for like an hour, 5 days a week for an hour each time, 60 minutes, or at least 6 miles, and I'll get my conditioning up, and then by next month, because right now it's April 21, so by next month I want to be running 8 miles a day at least, 5 days a week, and generally the idea is, I read a few articles on this, but everything, all this training, I'm pretty much, I make it up as I go along, and I read a few articles, and for a half marathon you want to be running at least 20 miles a week. For a full marathon you want to be running at somewhere around at least 40 miles a week. So by next month, 8 miles a day, 5 days a week, that would be 40 miles, and usually I run big Saturday mornings, and on so last week I ran 26 miles, and that's the plan. So I just got back from the gym. It's Tuesday the 23rd. So I just got back from the gym, ran 6 miles. I got off work at a reasonable hour, like in the 4 o'clock hour, so I took advantage and did some leg work, also some strength training. When I say strength training, I mean the whatever machines are in there. I go to Planet Fitness, you know, the leg machines. So this is the calendar that I use to keep track of how many miles I've been running and stuff like that, you know, like some kind of record, so that if I forget, you know. So this is the miles on each day. Up in this corner, those are push-ups, if I did any push-ups, which doesn't have anything to do with marathon. And so today's 23rd. So it's Saturday the 27th, and I just got back from the gym. I ran 4 miles. Today was kind of a fucked off day for running. I started off the morning going to the movies, see Avengers Endgame, you know, filled up on popcorn, and then after the movie, it was about noon, and I ate a sandwich, and then I was full, so I waited a few hours before running, and then I went to the gym, and I just wasn't in the right mode for it. So today I only ran 4 miles, bringing my total miles for the week to 28 this week. So it's Sunday, and it's 10:48 in the morning. I just completed my long run for the week. I ran 11 miles. Part of me felt like I had to redeem myself from yesterday. I feel great. The pace was much better than it was last week. Most of my miles were in the 8-minute range, 8-minute, 8.5 minutes. So as you can see, 11.03 miles. See, fastest mile is 8 minutes 41 seconds, and the 9th mile was 10:06. 11th mile 9:58. So, but from the first mile all the way through up until, see, the 6th mile was 9:46, 7th mile 9:11, but the pace is improving a lot. So I had planned to, for this next upcoming week, the beginning of May, I planned to run on the street 5 days a week, 8 miles, but I'm starting to think now that I should do another week running on treadmill at the gym, so I can incorporate the incline after 3 miles. That's how I do it, around 3 miles. Switch the treadmill to incline, and then do 10 minutes of that, and then bring it flat, and then continue with my 6 miles. That's how I do it, and that improves my pace a lot. And I think I should do that for another week before I take it to the street with the 8 miles 5 days a week. So I'm just here at Lucky's now, eating some chicken strips. And that's how I do it. On the weekend, during the weekdays I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner when I'm working, but on the weekends I eat one big meal after my run. A lot of times I get a pound of chicken strips, then a half pound or a full pound of potato wedges. And that'll be my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Another good place to go on the weekend is Togo's. Get a large Togo sandwich and eat that. Or a burrito. Those are good options also. Sometimes I go to somewhere to get some rice, like Jollibee or some Asian restaurant or something, and I'll buy a bunch of rice, and I'll buy one of the rotisserie chickens, and then I'll mix that all up. That's a good option too. So this is my trunk. In my trunk, see, I got a lot of, stuff that I could eat. I got like protein bars, Cliff bars, protein bars. I got all kinds of fucking protein bars. Look at this. Don't be fooled by the cover. Read the label. Look at this. 6 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein in this bar right here. Let me taste it. I got candy, protein bars. Sometimes I just need a soda, energy drinks, all kind of energy drinks. Those are good before you run. Oatmeal, Red Vine, Gatorade, So let's talk about some of the foods that you can eat. Recently, let's see, last year, I lost like 65 pounds. And in the process of doing that, I made a list of healthy options, healthy choices that I could eat. I got the list right here. I'm going to share this with you. All kinds of good stuff. You can mix it. So I can make a list so I can look back at it if I need to. But let's talk about breakfast. So for breakfast, a lot of times, see, during the work week, I don't eat breakfast. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll just have a banana, some coffee. Other times I might want some cereal. Put a banana in the cereal. The choice of milk is important. A lot of times I choose light soy milk, which is actually really good, or 1%. Read the labels. It's got 2.5 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein in it. 1% is good. Soy milk is good. I also pour sugar all over it. And despite what you may think, a lot of the cereals, they're all the same. It doesn't matter what is in the title. If it's got marshmallows in it, if it looks like a sugary cereal, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. They're all pretty much the same. They're all pretty much healthy. Let's talk about lunches. During the work week, my lunches are pretty basic. All lunch meat is low fat, high protein, really, unless you're choosing salami or something like that, 'cause that's fattening. But all the lunch meats are pretty much a good choice, a good option. You can put as much of that on there as you want. That's a good option. I do not eat mayonnaise on my sandwiches. Mustard, sure, it gives it flavor if you want. But pretty much my sandwiches during the work week, I'm sick of lunch meat. What I choose is peanut butter and jelly, bananas. I eat a lot of bananas. It's good in carbs, healthy for you, it's good for you. And throw in a nutrition bar. Let's talk about drinks. I want to point out I drink at least one of these a day. Usually I'll drink more than that. And I love soda. I love diet soda. I drink a lot of diet soda. As you can see, I can't get enough of it. I love it. Diet soda. I do drink regular soda in moderation. But it's really important. Drink a lot of water. I eat a lot of different kinds of snacks. What's important is that you read the labels. Pretzels are really good. Pretzels with some diet soda will make you feel full, good with carbs and stuff like that. These are good. Just read the labels. Nutrition bars. Read the labels. Like, you can eat 25 in a serving, 25 crackers before you even hit that 8 grams of fat mark. So that's good. Gushers are good. I love gushers. So these are good. Just read the labels. Another good addition to a meal or a snack in between meals is tuna. It's low fat, 25 grams of fat. How much protein? 20 grams of protein. Damn. Low fat, high protein. Drain it. Put some Worcestershire sauce in there. It's hella good. You should try it. Let's talk about dinners. Here's some good options for dinners. I microwave everything, by the way. Alright, so a lot of times I'll take one of these low fat, high protein soups, like Campbell's Chunky. Look at the fat content. Protein. It's only 12. There's better options, but for this one I was going for flavor. I was just in the mood for this kind. And we take some of these raviolis. It's from Walmart. It's low fat, high protein. You can take this, pretty much throw as much of this in there as you want, and it's going to be a healthy option. Or you could take this, mix it with this one. Make sure you read the label because some of them are high fat. This one's good. All this brand is good. This is a good option too. This is turkey chili. There's 2 servings in this can. Each serving 6 grams of fat, 19 grams of protein. That's really healthy for you. Throw some rice in there, or mix it with some cornbread if you want. Also, these are really good. This brand right here, make sure you choose the right kind. Read the label. Some of these are really fattening, but this one is decent. 2 burritos, 13 grams of fat, 13 grams of protein. You can mix that with something else. Maybe some pancakes right here. These are from Walmart too. 2 pouches, 5 grams of fat, 5 grams of protein. So the goal is to fill you up in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. So these are some good options. They're not the only option. It's important that you read the labels. I'm always looking for new items. And I read the labels, because some of this stuff's going to get old. Some of it's going to get old real quick. Find something new, make sure you read the label. I also do eat candy. The fruity candies are probably the best choices. There's no fat in it. It's all sugar, which turns into carbs, and low calories. I don't care what people say. It's alright. the chocolates. The junior mints, I like to choose the junior mints. 2.5 times 3.5, so that's a good option. Charleston chews. There's only 12 grams of fat in this box. Pretty good options. So I just ran 11.17 miles and average pace 9:25. Let's see the splits. Okay, first mile 8:58, second mile 8:52, third mile 9:26, fourth mile 9:34. Yeah. So to be honest, you know, the start, or yesterday, I was thinking I'm going to run a half marathon today. I'm going to run 13.1. Because on Thursday, when I ran in the gym, I was on fire. I was feeling it. I was like, damn, I am totally ready for the next phase, the next evolution. Running 8 miles, 5 days a week. And, you know, I was increasing that pace. I was running like a madman on that treadmill. You know, everybody's in the gym and Planet Fitness, all the weightlifters and shit, they're looking at me crazy, like, oh my gosh, you know. I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, this motherfucker is crazy. What the hell is he doing in here? But, you know. And, so, when I started out this morning, though, when I started running, I was like, I wasn't feeling it really. And I was thinking I'm just gonna run 8. But when I got to that crossroads out there where I could either go one way and run 5 miles or go another way and run 2.5, which would add on to my loop from my 6 mile or 6.5 mile loop to make 8 miles. There was no traffic, so I took the fork in the road and I ran that extra 5. So I ended up running 11.17. And so I want to talk to you guys about when I'm running. I'm using the Nike Run Club app. It uses the GPS in your phone and it traces the route that you took, how fast you're going. It talks to you every mile and tells you your average pace, how many miles you ran, how much total time you've been running, and stuff like that. And it also, you can go back and review, you know, at what point in your route, you know, where, you know, the pace throughout the route and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's free. Just download it at the Play Store. Also, I'm listening to music in my headphones. That's one of my secret weapons of running, is listening to music in my headphones. You know, it provides some motivation and stuff like that. And I also want to talk to you about shoes. I got 2 pairs of shoes. I got a pair for running on the street, and I got a pair for running on the treadmill. And you might ask, why do I do that? And the answer is, well, because I can, first of all, but second of all, you know, your shoes are good. I read that the shoes are good for like 300 to 500 miles, maybe 300, 400 miles before you want to change them and stuff like that. And I do a lot of running, but I just do it, you know, why not? Just do it. For the treadmill. It's convenient too. You know, if you only got one pair of shoes, let's say you get off work, you want to go to the gym, run on the treadmill, where are your shoes at? They're at home. Keep a pair on the for the treadmill in my car. And also, where you get your shoes is important too, because a lot of these places, I shop at the Nike outlet in San Leandro, and that's cheap. You can get a good pair of running shoes for like $60 down there, maybe even less. And you go to a lot of these places like Big Five, this shit's expensive as hell. It's like 80, $100. You go to any store, you got like 100 or more for some running shoes and any kind of shoes, really. So I get all my shoes pretty much at the Nike outlet. It's good. And that's about it. So it's Tuesday, 5/7, and I just got home from work. It's 8:10, and it's the first day of phasing up the training to running 8 miles 5 days a week. So I'm about to do this run real quick. Okay, so I just finished that. So now it's 9:39, and I did a great job. The pace was consistent. It was in the 8s, so I ran 8.49 miles, and it was a good first day.
Like disassociated groups or groups that have previously been underrepresented.
So I wanted to leave the any health issues that I had out of this documentary, but it seems at this point I'm going to need to speak on it. So, see, since it started, I've had pancreatitis twice. One time last month, and I haven't ran since Wednesday. Tuesday night I had a great run, 8 miles, and after that, after eating dinner, I began to experience pain. I ignored it. The next day it's still there. And Wednesday I ran 5 miles, and I haven't ran since Wednesday. It's now Sunday, and the pancreatitis, I think, has gone away. Pancreatitis is something that I get regularly. I get it like every year. I've had ulcerative colitis for the last 20 years. Right now I got feels like a really strange upset stomach, like bloating and just like aches. I don't want to describe it as pains, but like aches. And tomorrow's Memorial Day. I'm actually debating on going to the ER. I don't really want to go because, you know, it costs $250. You know, I can do that, but do I have to do that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I already know what they're going to say. You know, I already know the remedy. You know, take Tylenol, bland diet, or eat nothing, which I've basically been doing since Wednesday, you know, and I'm trying to get back in this mode. You know, it's a 3-day weekend. I need to be taking advantage of this 3-day weekend. I should be running like a madman. You know, I've been on a roll, you know. In this past week, I only ran 21 miles, and I got one more week left in this month. I wasn't going to do a recap of the month, but with these health issues, you know, I figure, you know, I got to speak on it, you know. So it's still Sunday. After I recorded that last piece, I got up and I went to the gym, and I ran 8 miles. So that's really good. Yesterday, on Saturday, I tried to go to the gym and run, but the aches in the stomach increased, and I got a side ache, and it was just not happening. I ran half a mile and I just left. But today I went down there and ran 8 miles, so that's a big improvement. So it looks very promising, and I feel great. I ran 8 miles today at the gym, varying speeds, fast speeds with incline thrown in there, so that's really good. So it's the first, and so I want to run big and see what I can do. So energy drink pre-workout. Just ran 18 miles. It was an endurance test. I started off at an average pace. What I thought was an average pace, but it was like an 8 minutes 50 seconds. And the reason I was able to pace myself is because initially, I really didn't even feel like doing this. but I kept going, and after my first 6-mile lap, I can you see that? It says 18 miles, and after my first 6-mile lap, I had visions of me going all the way 26.2. When I first walked out here before I started running, I had an idea of how far I was going to go. I was probably going to do 18 miles, and then I was thinking, well, if you're going to do 18, you might as well do 20. And but no, and I was chugging along. It was getting really hard towards the end. And it says the overall, through the entire run, all the paces for each mile combined comes up with an average pace of 10 minutes 2 seconds. But let's check it out. First mile 8:58, second mile 9:21, 9:25, 9:37, 9:27, 9:34, 9:36, 9:50, 9:51. 10th mile 10:16, 11th mile 10:02, 12th mile 9:53, 13th mile 9:55, 14, 10:22, 15, 11:02, 16, 11:27, 17, 11:16, 18, 10:36. So, but yeah, I got a new furthest distance that I've ran is now 18 miles. So I'm coming along. I still got, it's June 1st. Still got till July 28th. So as you can see, total opposite from last week. I finished the month strong, and I'm in a totally opposite position than I was last weekend. I feel really positive about the direction my training is going, and I see this next month is going to be really good. I think I'm well on my way. I'm on the right path to successfully running this 26.2. And so this past week, the training has seemed to have evolved from shooting for 8s, on the nightly, to surpassing that, 9s, 10s, I ran 11 last Monday. It was a holiday, but so I ran 18 today. I wanted to talk about the recap of this month. This whole past week, the goal was to be running 40-mile weeks, and this entire month I haven't done that. See, the first week I ran 39, second week 36, third week 37, fourth week 21, then this final week I get 56. So that's off the hook right there. That's really good. So it's a staircase fashion, rising up to that level, and I think I could excel and take it to a whole nother level this next month. I want to tell you guys a couple of things. See, what's changed is now my days, they start off with stretching. Stretching has become a kind of an essential part of my day. I mean, I need to stretch out these muscles. They're sore. I want them to be right for when I get off of work and jump into action, start running. So when I wake up, I try to run. Sometimes I try to stretch, not run. Sometimes I forget to stretch, but I find myself wanting to do that. And also, let's see here. I want to tell you how I determine the routes. How do I determine well, what you do is you start off with, you think about somewhere in your area you might want to run, right? A general area. Make sure it's a circle so you can bring it back around to where you started. And you get in your car, you hit the odometer, and then you drive and you see how far that is, and then you say okay, and then you can start adding on to it and stuff like that, so you get a general idea. And then after that, on top of that, it's called Nike Run Club. It's an app. You download it from the Play Store. It's free. It uses the GPS in your phone, and it tells you how far you've gone. It maps out where you've ran, your pace, and it talks to you every mile, and it tells you how far you've gone, what your speed is, how much time you've been running, your average pace, stuff like that. And then at the end of your run, you can review it and you can see, where you were struggling, where you were not struggling. It's just really good. So it starts off with driving in your car, hitting that odometer, and then you could finish it off with the app. Also, I want to tell you about these GU gels. I used to take one of these. It's a gel, and it tastes really good. It's like candy, and it's got like caffeine, calories, amino acids, sodium, and I used to take one after mile 10 when I first started running half marathons. Now I eat one after 6 miles, and then I'll eat one. It says on the package, eat it every 45 minutes, eat one. But and then also my run has changed. I used to run with the little water bottle. For the longest time I've been running with one of these, but when this training started, when I started doing the 8s, I forgot it right off the bat, and then I realized I don't even need this, so I don't even use that anymore. So my training has evolved without I don't use a water bottle anymore. So that's really good. I'm happy about that. And I think that's about it. Big round, big pizza.
resources that they always turn to.
So it's Sunday, June 16th, and ever since I ran that 18, I've been running like shit ever since. And, I figured it might take a couple of weeks, a week, maybe two, but now it's like going on, it's the third week, and I'm still running like shit. Consulted, some random people in, on a Facebook group called Marathon Maniacs. Somebody, a few people told me that I might be overtraining, and I think they might be right. When I'm running, my legs just feel like they don't want to do the work. And new strategy, I'm gonna change my eating up a little bit, and I'm gonna pace myself better. This is breakfast. Turkey for lunch. Yeah, that's honey. Honey turkey. Salt and pepper. So this is the special dinner. We got some pancakes here. You take a look at this. This is 2% cottage cheese, low-fat cottage cheese. Look at the label on this. 2.5 grams of fat, 13 grams of protein. You can basically eat as much of this as you want, and it's hella good. I'm gonna take that. I never tried this before. Just ran 6 miles. Take that on there. Boom. Put some cottage cheese on there. Boom. Some salt and pepper. Boom. Take some jelly. Strawberry. Boom. Just like that. That's a special dinner. It's the Dumbarton. This is Coyote Hills. What's up, Sean D here. I'm over here at Coyote Hills. These are the hills that you see when you're using the Dumbarton Bridge. I got 4 weeks left until the marathon. Only 4 weeks. Tomorrow's July 1st. I will not be doing a long endurance run to see where I'm at because it took way too long to recover from that last month. So I won't be doing that this month. I got 4 weeks left. My plan, my strategy is to, you gotta hit those marks, gotta hit those 40 miles every week, at least 40 miles, maybe 8, maybe 9, maybe 10s, on my nightly runs. Get ready for that. But I gotta step it up with the incline, because this San Francisco we're going to, there's gonna be a lot of hills there. Gotta be ready for that. So this might be like my secret weapon right here. Coyote Hills, a lot of nice hill trails, and that's going to be my strategy. This is actually only like 3 miles from where I live. I've actually ran around out here many times before, so this is not like unfamiliar territory. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's a nice place, We will
have a live update from the 10th Grand Mall coming up during.
This morning, 4th of July, I just ran over to Coyote Hills, and I ran over all the tops of the hills as part of my run. Ended up running 9.5 miles. I did not think I had that in me on a Thursday, but so that was good. Those hills are intense. I might continue to do that like 1 day a week, maybe on a Sunday, or go to the gym on a Sunday and switch the treadmill to incline and do that for 10 minutes or more, maybe multiple rounds of 10 minutes as part of my runs, for a more consistent incline instead of up and down, and it's inconsistent with those hills. Is that good for me, or would a treadmill be better? But that's what it is. Real quick, it's Wednesday, July 10th. I just came from the gym and it was fire. Today I decided to focus on my incline, and I did 3 rounds of 10-minute sessions of incline during my 8-mile run at the gym. So at mile 1, then 10 minutes of incline, then flat. Again at mile 3, 10 minutes, then flat, and then again at mile 6, 10 minutes of incline, then I finished flat. So that was fire. So that's good, and I think that's going to be my new strategy for the remaining couple of weeks.
In 19 minutes.
So I'm here at Fort Mason. We're going to the Marathon Expo now, and it's where we pick up our bib and the shirt. And there's a lot of different kind of samples and products you could try or buy. And we're just gonna go check it out. It was Alcatraz. So I got my bib and my shirt. I just put my bib on my shirt. I got my number. I'm all ready to go. It's Saturday. Tomorrow morning is the marathon. I'll be getting up at 3 a.m. and driving to catch the shuttle at Bayfair BART. It leaves at 4 a.m. and the marathon begins at 5:30 a.m. So I'll be in San Francisco, and it's finally here. My feelings about it, let's do it. It's time to rock and roll. I don't really plan on doing another full marathon. The training process, it wasn't that bad. But I do work a lot. I work 10 to 12 hour days, and by the time I get off of work, a lot of times it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of work and dedication and determination to stay on that path to glory like that. So if I got off every day at 4 o'clock, which is an 8-hour mark, then I would be down. But I get off like 5, 6, 7, and then by the time I get done running, it's like almost 10 o'clock at night. And but last year I didn't plan on doing another marathon either, yet here I am. So we'll see what happens. It's a marathon morning. I'm in my car now, and my strategy is focus on my keeping a nice and easy pace. I don't want to run out of gas in the beginning of the marathon. That's my strategy. Just have a nice, easy pace. Probably a 9-minute, 30-second pace or something like that. And just take it easy. It's kind of warm out here. I mean, we're not in Frisco yet. It's going to be colder out there. I feel alright. So I'm going to put away the camera now, and I'll see you guys after the marathon. So the run is over, and it went good. I mean, first time I got the it's 26.2. I also got this medal because I did it last year also. So it's a loyal runner medal. So the run went good. I stuck to my strategy and went about pacing myself throughout the marathon right off the bat. Right off the bat, I started. You can't sprint or run fast in the beginning because there's so many people. But I stuck with like a 10-minute something pace in the beginning, and then I stuck with the jog throughout the whole thing. And man, my legs are sore. I'll tell you that right now. And let's see. So it went good. So now to commemorate this crowning achievement of the 26.2 marathon completion. Mission accomplished, by the way. Mission accomplished. We set out and accomplished that goal that we were trying to do. This is one of the things that makes it so great. You get to throw this on your car, the back of your car window, so everybody knows when they see you that you did that shit. So we're about to put that on right now. That on there. and you know, I gotta throw on the hat like that. That's what it is. So now I just pulled into Mountain Mike's. I'm about to get me some good pizza, and I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.